So you got Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning. You got Daniel Cormier, the two-division UFC champion. But now Dustin Poirier, on the strength of a UFC interim lightweight title, has a key to the city of Lafayette. He will try to add to his significant legacy in this spot here tonight.
The king of Lafayette, Dustin Poirier. He loves that city, and he embodies everything that the city stands for.
Yeah.
He's tough. He's durable. He's a guy that is looking for a fight. And in the fight with Max Holloway to win the title, you saw that he's willing to go through anything to accomplish his goals. A truly special athlete is Dustin Poirier.
And it's amazing to think where he was after that knockout loss to Michael Johnson in a main event in Hidalgo, Texas in 2016. Refocused, rededicated himself, and was able to produce a UFC title. All eyes on Dustin Poirier as he gets back on the famed canvas here tonight. Well, you can argue this is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and upset the apple cart.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight. He goes, DC, nothing surprises me, because every time I go in there, I fight the toughest, scariest opponent. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion for a reason, and I intend for it to stay that way.
It seemed like he had a great training camp, a great weight cut, and even though there are definite stylistic challenges in front of him here tonight, told us on Thursday in the fighter meeting, skill for skill, I'm better than this guy everywhere, and I'm going to prove it in a big way in front of this capacity crowd tonight. Charles "Bronx" Oliveira has stepped inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Lightweight Champion, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
Out of the favelas and into your living room, and now one of the all-time great UFC lightweight champions, Charles Oliveira, first defended his title against Dustin Poirier. They run it back tonight. We'll see if your fellow Louisianan can make the adjustments.
It looked like Poirier had him out of there on a number of occasions in fight number 1 and in round number 1. But in typical Charles Oliveira fashion, he continued to march forward until he finally got him where he wanted to, and he strangled him on his back with a rear naked choke. This Charles Oliveira, every time I leave the arena, John, I ask myself how. He's that good, and he's that fun to watch. I cannot wait to watch these two compete again.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. These guys throwing early.
Oh, man, both of these guys can really take a shot. Oh, hurt him.
Big right hand from the American top team trained Dustin Poirier. So many outstanding coaches out there, not the least of which is Mike Brown, who finds himself firmly in Poirier's corner as usual here tonight. Under 3 minutes now to go on the round. All right, then a left.
Good jab there by the champ.
Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside.
Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, there it is, maybe the seminal blow, DC.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Big right hand.
There's that left hand. Poirier's nose is bleeding now. Yes.
This is big. That's big.
Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands.
Right back.
45 seconds to go here in round one. And he's back up. Oliveira's got him stacked up here. Wow. 15 seconds to go. Just missed on the overhand left. Good head movement there. Round two is next. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, let us get you some replays from that previous round. His nose is significantly damaged after his opponent's handiwork in that previous frame.
It's smashed. It's smashed, John, and you see the cut on it. You see the bruising. It's bad now, but in a couple days it'll be much worse.
Yeah.
Because that's when you get the black eyes, when you start to look like a freaking penguin. The guy is taking too many shots with his head. He's not doing a great job of moving his head off the center line. If he wants to win this fight, he has got to be smarter in his approach.
And he is toughness personified, but you got to think that that nose, in terms of his breathing pattern, is going to start to give him issues as this fight presses on. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need us right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through. Poirier's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard. So we call on the fight stats here unofficially. 49 total strikes have already landed for Charles Oliveira. And landing with just 39% accuracy tonight against Dustin Poirier. Under 3 minutes here to go in round two. Well, a really good second round for him thus far after a somewhat lackluster first round. Back to his feet. Oh, gotta keep pressing here. So pretty good recovery by the opponent. His misses are entertaining. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Poirier's nose is just donating blood by gout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched blood.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce. All right, so here's the heavyweight hopeful, Curtis Razor Blades. He's done a whole lot of winning in the UFC. It seems like most of the guys he tries to take down, he is able to do so. What have you seen from Curtis Blades thus far in the octagon?
Curtis Blades has only been beaten by Francis Ngannou in his UFC career. So when you set him against anyone else, he's the guy that is more likely to get his hand raised. It's the wrestling ability, it's the cardio, and it's the underrated striking of Curtis Blades that makes him one of the best heavyweights in the entire world.
Won a JUCO national championship as a wrestler at Harper College. That came after he earned a full ride to Northern Illinois University.
Ready. Ready.
All right, so here we go with the stand-up only encounter. We'll see if these guys can play by the rules. Not many rules, but you can't grapple at all. No wrestling of any kind. You also are not permitted to do follow-up strikes on the floor. We are underway. Opens with the inside leg kick.
That leg's gonna be beat up. It's already getting beat up bad. Leg kick lands.
All right, so 1 minute into this fight and not much to dissect in terms of action. You may need to go use the restroom. Might be a good time.
Concession break. I'll be back with a hot dog.
Well, DC, they say styles make fights. We haven't had much of a fight here through the first minute.
It hasn't been to this point. I mean, I don't have much to say, and I always got something to say.
Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Back and forth we go. 3 minutes to go. Blades gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention.
Oh, man, he lands another punch to the head. Oh, nice kick.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Curtis Blades. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio is so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Lands a kick there with the lead leg. Nice work by Curtis Blades.
Nice.
Try to establish that jab. Aspinall's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Pretty strong jab there by Blades. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Aspinall gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. Throws that teep. Targeting the body with the kick now. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his... Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Oh, great block there. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Missed with that jab attempt there. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to stay in this fight.
Aspinall's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Aspinall's hook shot gets blocked. The defense saw that one coming. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Aspinall's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Blades' nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Under a minute now to go.
Way to test the chin there. Landed a beautiful combination to the head.
Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Aspinall's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. This fight's going to be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
All right, that's the end of the round, and Aspinall's nose has got to be broken. I mean, there is no stopping that blood at this point in time, and ringside physician probably going to... All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to... And just misses with that big right hand. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Beautiful combination with the hands there.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hit. Oh, he hurt him bad.
Back to the feet. Aspinall's an absolute mess. I wonder if they might call in the ringside position and potentially stop this fight. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Beautiful body kick.
You know, the kicks do hurt, right? These big body kicks, these high kicks.
Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Uppercut. Oh!
Out of range with that kick attempt. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner after that round, Aspinall's nose has got to be broken. I'm no doctor, but perhaps they should call on one. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Oh, it's over. Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Holy smokes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so as we get this stand-up-only fight underway, just a quick reminder on the rule set: no grappling or wrestling of any type, and fighters also cannot follow up with ground strikes on the canvas. So if you knock your opponent down, you cannot follow up with strikes. Very important to point that out here at the beginning of round 1. Low kick is there. Well, you can spot that wide base, that stance of Yuri Prochazka from a mile away. His opponent didn't see that right hand coming.
Yeah, that right hand is tremendous from Yuri Prochazka. But that right hand starts with that wide base, with his ability to draw at your mistake, and then he always capitalizes on it. I give him
Head kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now we have to fight one more strike to end the night.
That's a big hook. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Oh, beautiful technique on that straight punch.
He's got some hands, man.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick his fruit.
Right hook to the head block. Oh, how clean is that jab by Prochazka? Hook lands.
He loaded up there on that high kick. Another head kick. Goes up so fast.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Kick to the body now. That one won't land. 1 minute.
Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
Prochazka's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
He blocked that punch.
Oh, man, hates to be hit with one of those knees to the body.
Ooh, big shot, man.
Round 2 next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stools for 60 seconds. That gives us a chance to re-rack some replays, including what we believe is the strike that caused the cut on his nose.
Yeah, beautiful strike that lands, causes this cut, opens him up on the bridge of the nose. It's not a bad cut, but if he continues to go forward, his opponent is a sniper, and he's going to keep hitting him in that same spot. Move your head. Really choose the times in which you're going to advance to try to get to this guy. You got to be careful there, because He is so good at picking his shots.
And of course, it's hard to know the extent to which that has compromised his breathing, but that corner was fired up. They want him to be more defensively sound as this fight continues. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level.
Play shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Huge shots there. Well, he was setting up the hook. So the blood really starting to...
Oh!
That's it!
Oh, my goodness!
Stop!
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and